Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Friday. It's getting ready for the weekend. I wanted to do a video today on shedding and stuck sheds, what to look for and how I deal with it if it happens. So, I wanted to do this video in particular today because for maybe about the last week or so I've noticed that Nebula here is her back is in shed, and I thought it would have come off already. Now it's been about a week. Usually once they go gray it'll only take maybe 2-3 days, 4 days to come off. So I've been soaking her a little bit more frequently the last 2 or 3 days now, and it still hasn't come off for her. So I'm going to show you guys what I like to do at this point to help her take care of that. So I got my warm water bath here set up for her, and I got maybe just a little bit more water in there than normal just to get her nice and submerged under there. And I got my vitamin E here. You can get this at pretty much any pharmacy. So, and they're just the little gel caps here. So what I'm going to do is I've already cut a little hole on this. I'm going to put some vitamin E, probably just 1 cap or so in there. I'll leave a little bit in the capsule. That way I can rub a little bit of that on her. But I got to put it in the water, and then I just kind of, it's not going to mix with the water because it's an oil, so it'll float on the top and get it in there and kind of slosh it around a bit. And then let's see here. Come here, girl. And get Nebula's out here. So this is, oh, she knows what's going on. She doesn't want to have to do this again. But so you can see where that line of shed starts up here. I've been trying to just gently rub it, but I haven't had any luck getting it to come off. So I'm going to put her in the bath for a little bit. Good girl. I'm going to take the stuff that was left in the capsule there. I'm just going to kind of squirt it right on her back in a couple spots. Oh, zoomed in too close. There you go. Good girl. Yeah. This is going to hopefully help loosen this up. Usually when I do this trick, it only takes about a day, and it'll come right off. So I'm just going to rub that on her. Make sure it's all over, all over her back. She's fighting it a little bit, but she knows her papa's helping her out. Come here, girl. Here you go. There. Oh. What? Oh no. Nebula? Alright, she's okay. So we're gonna let her soak in here for maybe 10 minutes or so. And that should start loosening that up. It might not loosen up right away. It might, like I said, it might take a night, and it'll come off tomorrow hopefully for her. So usually after I notice that they're in a heavy shed, if they haven't drop the skin by say 4 or 5 days. Then I'll increase the frequency of the baths the baths to maybe say 2 a day till the shed comes off. So, and if the baths alone don't do it, then it never hurts, you know. That's when I do the vitamin E trick here. So, good for the skin, good for the scales, helps them out. So, she's being good in there, she's just hanging out. She knows her daddy's helping her out. And when you do this method, you're going to notice after the water dries off that she'll still look a little bit wet on her back. And that's that oil from the vitamin E. So, I've actually seen it sometimes where as soon as they dry up, that shed will come off with the vitamin E trick. But usually it takes about a day. And with stuck sheds, you just want to be patient. You don't want to try forcing it off, especially if you can tell that it bothers them, or if it's in a particularly sensitive area like their eyes or ears. You want to just let that stuff come off naturally if you can. So, but when they get a good loose flap, then you can tell that it wants to come off. As long as you go really, really, really slow and carefully, it can be done. But you got to be careful because you can hurt them. You can rip the scales off, their fresh scales, by pulling shed. Sometimes too, I'll take a toothbrush and use a toothbrush to gently brush them, and that sometimes will take the shed off for them. I've had pretty good luck with that. But Nebula's shed here is stuck really good. I've been working on it for 2 days now. She's been in shed for a while. Nebula. I tried combing through all my pictures to see when she first started going into shed, and it's been at least a week. So I figured that this would be a good opportunity to show everybody how I go about trying to get that to come off for her. So, and if it doesn't come off right away, I'm not going to be worried. Just going to let it do its thing. It's on her body, so it's not in too bad of an area. If they say they get a stuck shed on the tip of their tail, I've seen it where it will crimp the tail growth, and they'll have a little kink on their tail. The Dad Rocks actually has that. It's one of his identifying features. But he had that when he was a baby. His tail ended up growing longer, and it corrected itself. So it hasn't quite been 10 minutes yet, but I can tell Nebula's is starting to get a little bit anxious. So maybe just give her another minute in there. Hey everybody, I'm back. Sorry about that. Gonna finish up this video real quick about Nebula and stuck sheds. So actually there's a lot of shedding going on in here right now. We got Miss Cricket in here. She's shedding too. So is Lunar back there. You can see he's got the same body shed going on right now. He's getting really big. So anyways, Nebula's back in here hanging out now. And can you tell? Yeah, you can see her back looks a little wet, and that's that vitamin E oil. So that'll stay on her overnight. Hopefully this will come off for her in the morning. That's what we're hoping anyways, huh, Nebula? You want to see that back color. So, reasons that sheds sometimes don't come off properly usually come down to the environment, whether it was a little bit too hot in here one of the days for her, or she might have gotten a little bit too close to a light. So I haven't really quite figured out exactly why she's having this issue right now, but I've seen it before, and it usually, with the bath and the vitamin E method, usually comes off pretty quickly. So the other thing, if it's not too hot, other causes for stuck shed could be something like the humidity, if it was too dry. But Nebula's been getting a bath every day, so not quite sure why it hasn't come off. The other thing too is it might just not be ready yet, so, but the vitamin E won't hurt them, so you just want to make sure that you don't put it somewhere where they're gonna eat it. But even if they do lick a little bit of it, I don't think it'd be too harmful for them. So, well, I guess we'll do another quick update, guys, tomorrow, and also show you how she's looking. Hopefully that stuck shed will work itself off. We'll be able to see Nebula's pretty little colors in there. So, thanks again, guys, for watching, all your support. Until next time, bye. Hey, welcome back, everybody. It's Sunday afternoon. Gonna do another update with Nebula and her stuck shed. Let's see here. So it still hasn't come off for us, but we're gonna get ready to put her in the bath for a little. Oh, I got my hand right in the way. Sorry about that, everyone. That's still in the way. Well, here, let's get Nebs in here, then I'll get a better grab on this camera. Alright. So Nebby's has still got her stuck shed on there. It's been, I think, 2 days now since that I put the vitamin E on her. It seems to be helping a lot. I was able to get a little bit loosened up down here. Started turning a little bit lighter color. Indicates to me it's going to start working itself off soon. So we're going to let her soak in here for maybe 10 minutes or so. This is the second soaking of the day. And hopefully after that we let her sit for a little bit and can work that off for her. Brought a toothbrush in, so we're going to give her a little bit of a rub down. Let's see if that helps. So all the babies are doing real good right now. Everybody's had their dinners already, and they're just hanging out. There's Chirp up there. And then got Lunar back there. He's keeping right now. He's a little bit hot. So yeah, it's warm in there right now for him. And got Cricket back there. Cricket. I see her. Alright, back to the video at hand here, folks. So let's see here. Let's see Nebula. Figure out how I can hold this camera. There we go. I'm going to take my brush here. Just kind of gently brush her a little bit. Well, you can really see where the shed is. Starts right here, and then it just works itself up her whole back, and then right up to right on her neck there. So I kind of like to use the brush and just some water on there, and gently give her a good little brush in. And see, she's not fighting it, so she's enjoying herself. Good girl, Nebula. And there she is, right there. Oh, sorry, honey. Alright. So, let's see if I can kind of rub on that a little bit. Just trying to get it to start for her. What do you think, Nebula? I think she wants to come out already. I'm going to leave her in there for another minute or two. Keep her nice and submerged here. So keep her back wet for a little bit. Oh, she's going to start getting antsy on us here. I think I can see some of it already starting to loosen up for her now. Kind of gently rubbing. I have a feeling that it'll... Oh, she's gonna go poop on us. Look at that. Good girl, Nebula. I guess we're gonna have to pull her out now. You little bugger. Nebula? Did you just poop in the bathtub? Nebula had pooped in the bathtub. It's alright, babies. Oh, she looks nice and glistening there in the sunshine. Well, she's all wet still. Alright. So let's see if we can get this to come off now for her. Oh, Nebula. Oh, I just lost her under there. Come here, you. Shoot. Alright, she's back out, guys. Had to fish her out. But I noticed as soon as she came out, I can already see that the skin's starting to loosen up for her. So now I just got to start. Oh, there we go. Just kind of working it up like that, slowly. Should be able to get this thing to come right off. Oh, Nebs, you stay right there. Hey, oh, oh, Nebula. Oh, she knows that her poppy's gonna be harassing her for a minute. She can be in here though. It's actually good because it makes it easier as it dries up. It's gonna come right off now for her. It's all ready to come off, the whole thing. It just needed a little bit of help to get it going. So let's see what we got here. Come here, baby. You can see what you got going on. Hey, what the? She's biting! They zoom right in on that. Oh yeah. Get that piece off. Oh, I see, honey. Just gotta go really slow and careful with her. Hey, come here, you. Oh. Okay. I can kind of start a line up, going up her back here. And then start peeling towards the sides, just gently. There we go. Kind of difficult to do with one hand, but I think it can be done. She's being a good patient for us right now. See here. Thought it would have come off and worked well. It probably will. I'm gonna have to use both of my hands though on her. Alright, I'm gonna cut this short. Then we'll be right back after I work the rest of this off for her. Yeah, there's a lot of it. It's gonna come right off. I just gotta use both hands. Alright, I'll be back shortly. Well, here she is, guys. We got most of the shed off for her. Still a little bit on the sides and stuff over here. But I got a lot of it down her back there. She's a little bit dark right now. She's probably upset with her papa for spending so much time rubbing on her, but I felt like it had to be done, so now it's all coming off. Her belly's starting to come off too. Good girl, Nebula. Nebula? Holy moly. So hopefully she's nice and fired up and colorful for us tomorrow. And get some good pictures of her. Well, this looked like the vitamin E trick worked for us. Loosened it up enough where I could work it off her back there. Now I just gotta wait for some of the belly parts to come off and around her side spikes. So I have a feeling after she lays under this light for a little bit and dries up, some of that's gonna just get hard and fall right off for her. Oh, looks like she worked up an appetite. Getting herself some salad. Well, that's it, folks. Thanks for watching.